Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of UruLive. First off, I apologize in advance if I sound kinda cruddy. I've been sick this past week. I'm just now getting better from it, but it's been a lot of coughing. I don't know how that's gonna affect my throat and my voice and everything. Anyway, last episode we made it through most of Kadish Tolesha and made our way to, well, the core, the vault that all those puzzles have been guarding. All we have left is this last puzzle. I did some off-screen working to try and figure out what the code might be. Now, just to re-explain and go through everything, each button has 4 symbols, symbols which we know represent certain numbers. So each button has 3 or 4 numbers located on it. By eliminating those numbers, we can bring it down to 2 or 3 options for each of these. This is obviously 1, and with that clue, I think I might be able to figure out the order, or most of it. We press this one first, third, fourth, and 5th. I don't know which one we have to press second or 6th, so I'll have to do it one at a time. I'm going to guess that maybe this one is second, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And now we can go into the vault and see just what was kept hidden inside here. And the answer is gold, jewels, valuables, and a single skeleton. Could he ever realize such failure? What kind of end is this? Impossible, unless... Unfortunately, I am not going to translate that. I don't know what it says. Investigate the book in a second, but... it appears that the, final tapestry was, of course, inside. There may be something else in the vault. Maybe something valuable that we can use, but... I'm guessing the whole thing that was mentioned here is basically, well, this man was, I believe, one of the kings of the Dunny, or at least one of the nobles of Dunny, who, when the fall was occurring, retreated into his vault, not wanting anyone to ever take it. He would have his treasures for all time, and indeed he did. He had his treasures for all his life, what little remained, trapped within, doomed to starve to death. A classic ending. He would never have his treasures again. And there's something here. We'll investigate that shortly, then. I feel like there may be something up here. Excuse me. That may happen a lot. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. I guess there isn't what I thought. Wait, is there something on? No. It's just a couple squares of leather or something. What is this? Ah! That was his linking book, his one escape. He died with his hand reaching for it. Poor guy. But what is this other book back here? It looks like the very same room. It is. It is the same vault, but emptied. Oh. Hey, a Relto page. We'll see what's there when we get back. It does appear that this is the vault, only emptied. Nothing left inside. Not a single thing. Although now we have a helmet of some sort. Ah, here's something. I have conquered the stream. These streams, said to flow of their own will, now flow where I... something. I've saved his life. These are the powers of gods, and I now have the power. Interesting. I'm going to draw this in. I don't know what this is for. This does seem to be like part of a code of some kind. What code? I don't know. Is there another one around here I didn't see? Perhaps not. Oh wait, oh no, that's the Relto page I grabbed. And here... all is just the outside. I doubt we can go anywhere here. Nope, we can't even jump off. So the question is, what just happened? Almost seems like someone managed to change the past. Well, let's return to Relto. So that we can go back to Kadish Tolesha. Oh, and while we're here... look, butterflies. The result of one of the two pages we happen to get. Pretty red butterflies. The other page we happened to get, if I remember right, was... let me see. I believe it was a tree? Water hut... yes, it was the tree. Well, that tree is... somewhere around here, or it's supposed to be. It might be this one, I don't know. Yeah, I know, it doesn't look at all special, but here's the thing. That tree, as time goes on, it will grow bigger. Until eventually it stretches very high up. The biggest tree on our island. It takes weeks, if not months, to grow. And we're not going to see that for a long time. Anyway. Excuse me. Let's go back to Kadish Tolesha. Yes, we can go back to that empty one anytime. And we need to go open the door to get the third pillar. Farewell, Kadish. For that is who it was. As for how we get over there, well, looks like we're gonna have to run over that in order to get there. Bit of a balancing act, but I think that we can do it. There we go. And we drop down right here. And now we can go in. So we can hear Yisha's third lecture. Come on. There we go.
You return again. Return to hear more. Return for a third pillar. It's an interesting cycle, this coming and going, giving and taking. Returning is what you must do. For you have torn in half the very being of one of the least. You have heard their pain. Don't falter. The bones of Guildmaster Kadish speak louder than words. His bones are the bones of Denis. He clung to the teachings of good King Negan, who required good citizens to cling to their treasure. This Kadish you have seen would not give back, would not return, would not let go. He had long been one of the wealthiest of the Denis, owning more than he could possibly make use of. He built ages to protect the extra, and when the fall came, he clung to his possessions over all else. And so you see only death in his vault. Extravagant death. It is an image of Denis. The people of Denis didn't return easily. They only would take until all was taken from them in the Great Returning, the fall that destroyed them. Denis fell only a few hundred years ago. All of it was removed. And my journey was similar. I could write things that no Denis had ever dreamed of. My writing smashed barriers held as absolutes for millennia. I could change things, I could move things. I could control things. I learned beyond my parents, I learned beyond all. I wrote ages against any challengers, masters of the art, and they were beaten. I took all that I could hold. Only death can conquer pride so strong. For the Denis and for Yusha, it was death that moved me to return. All died. All but the least. The unproud. The Bahro considered themselves as dead already. And so they continued to watch Denis, always ready to give more away. And now they will return.
I just realized I was talking through all that time, through a good amount of time with my microphone muted, so none of it got picked up. So, let me see if I can say what I was saying again. Long story basically, Yisha was saying in that last spot exactly what happened to her. Well, she said exactly what happened to Kadish. Kadish, the body we saw in there, was a guild master who wrote many of the Haven Ages for the Dunny that allowed them to survive. He retreated to his vault to survive the plague that had ravaged the Dunny, and he died along with his treasures. His only escape, the one book there, it led back to the plagued city. He would have died if he had gone back, but of course he was trapped in a vault. His treasures. He was going to die anyway with no food or water. So he died with his hand reaching out for the only salvation he saw left, a plague-ridden city. Well, he thought it was plague-ridden. However, we saw that other vault. The exact same vault, but empty. That was written by Yisha. Yisha managed to write an age where Kadish didn't die, where she saved his life. Yisha is, without a doubt, the most skilled writer of any Dunny ever in history. She managed to write an age that changed history. She wrote Relto. This is her creation. Relto is an age that has many iterations, each one owned by a separate person. It's a linking book that can be taken with a person when they link. It is a linking book that can change what is in Relto just by adding in one of the pages. Look at all we've added so far. The stones and rocks, the water, the roof of the tree, the roof of the hut, all this stuff we've added. All this stuff Yisha has allowed us to add. She is the most skilled writer of all time, though it has done something to her, which I'll discuss at a later point. That said, while I could continue onwards to the next stage, I think I'm going to pause this episode here, and next episode we'll go in to the final age, at least of these four. Till then, I'm Chester44. This has been a Let's Play of UruLive, and I shall see you all next time.